Guys, Ogs from the US, welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. In this video, I'm going to do my match preview / predictions for the game this Saturday against Burnley. But before anything, you know what to do. 65% of people watching my videos still not subscribed yet. What are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel, be part of the family, share, follow me on social media, and let's keep the conversation going. Click that bell icon so you'll be the first to know every time I upload a new video in this channel. Thank you. Let me take the plug out of the way quickly before we start. I received another package from my friend at soccer/us.com. Incredible price, top-notch quality. On top of that, you got extra 15% discount on your final value if you use my code TURF. Christmas is coming. Holiday period is upon us. Get your gift ready. Get it delivered on time and save a lot of money. They sell everything, including national teams kit. You got hoodies, beanies, hat, vintage, classic, everything you need. And all that in a fraction of price. Give it a try, man. You won't be disappointed and you will thank me later. When it comes to the shirt, I always advise people to choose one size up. What I mean by that, if you wear large, please choose extra large because those shirts are made for athletes with muscles. So for average bodies like you and me, please choose one size up and it's gonna be just fine. Okay, let's now talk about football. The match on Saturday, I don't know about you, but I'm so excited because we could see the four fantastic. You know what I mean? Hakim, Ziyech, Pulisic, Kai Havertz, and Timo Werner. Oh my gosh. Good luck to the opposition. Good luck to the defense. Keep your low block. Do whatever you want. But we are going to unlock you. We are going to find a way to hurt you. So get ready. And don't forget we have the wall, the tank in our goal. You know what I mean? Edouard Mendy is going to save everything that moves, including Frank Lampard, Sean Dyche, everybody that moves. Edouard Mendy is going to save them. Haha! For the first time in a long time, I feel confident watching Chelsea Football Club. I'm not nervous anymore. Even if we concede, I know that somebody in that attack is going to create magic at some point and we are going to score. And if we are winning 1-0 and still few seconds to play, Edouard Mendy can save the 3 points by making an impossible save. So we are good, man. Happy time. Okay, this is my formation and lineup. So I will go with the generic 4-3-3 and Edouard Mendy in goal, of course. Chile, Zuma, Thiago Silva, and Reece James. Midfield 3 of Kova, Kante, and Kai Havertz. And front 3 of Pulisic, Werner, and Hakim Ziyech. From the bench, I would like to see Olivier Giroud, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and Tomori given a chance at some point. Olivier Giroud needs some playing time to keep him happy. Callum Hudson-Odoi needs to continue his momentum. And Fikayo Tomori just is not playing. So just give him few minutes if we are winning convincingly. I know Frank Lampard needs to stop chopping and twisting, especially in the defense, but in this case it makes perfect sense because we need everybody in this tough period of Christmas. And if you are just sitting on the bench, you're not going to learn anything. And then when you need that player in case of emergency, he's not going to be in the same fitness level as other players. I know many people are not going to agree with me, but it's just common sense. And I understand that we need to build some chemistry and we have to keep the dynamic of the team, but it's a process. You can't only use 11 players for the rest of the season. So the process needs to include everybody in the team. Does that make sense now? So, like I said, 4-3-3 is a generic formation for me. I'm not going to be surprised to see Frank Lampard matching the opposition. If Burnley decide to go 3 at the back and we can't break them down, Frank Lampard is going to adjust his system in order to get the result. And this is one of the qualities of Frank Lampard. I like flexible coaches because there is no one way of playing football. There are many ways of playing football. And let's face it, we don't even have one system at the moment. I would like to stick with 4-3-3 for the rest of the season, but the reality is we don't have the personnel and we need to win games. So being flexible is the way to go. It's just common sense. So my match prediction for the game between Burnley and Chelsea Football Club is... I need some drums. Burnley 0, Chelsea 4. I fancy Christian Pulisic to reproduce the hat trick, but it's gonna be difficult. The most important for me is that we score a lot of goals and we keep the clean sheet.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I think that served us well at times last year. Of course, at times we changed around that last year as well. It's nothing new that we played 3 at the back before 2-3-1. But of course, when you're bringing in new players into the club, and it's a great thing to bring players with versatility in their game, and I love that. But you're also then, in the early stage of the season, trying to find the balance for the whole team, the thing that brings out the best in all the players. And I keep saying that, it must sound like a broken record and it's not an excuse, but normally you have a month or 6 weeks and probably 2 weeks in America or the Far East to hone down these things. We actually are doing them in real time, so it's maybe normal that we've had to find different solutions to different games. 3 at the back against Manchester United made us feel a lot more solid. I think the 4-3-3 against Krasnodar gave us different angles of pass and maybe an idea that we could press her out the pitch. So there are things I think that will... There were a lot of things last night that gave me a lot of answers to things that I have my own questions on, and there were a lot of positives to it. Yeah, no, I'm aware of it. I don't always factor in games from last season, but I'm aware of it. Christian played a lot of good games last season. He's an important player for us. Came on last night and we saw his qualities, and it was important that he had some rest last night because he's played 3 games in a week since he's come back from injury. So yeah, I'll have to take the balance of history or the players, the fresher ones I feel, and also trying to keep some consistency and stability in a starting 11. Yeah, well, I mean, with Hakim Ziyech, I thought he was really good last night, and you consider that's his first start for months, so he hasn't been fit, so that was a big plus of the evening. With the other players you mentioned, I think not just myself, but all the managers, particularly managers who are competing in European football at the moment, finding that this is a really heavy schedule of games. So we do need options, and in attacking areas we have options. We're also searching for relationships because some of the newer players are learning about each other and how we want to play. So I've got no problem with the options at the minute, and the players have to understand that when you play every 3 days consistently up until Christmas and beyond, then there will be some rotations at times, and we need everybody. I think with Jorginho, if you're going to take penalties as regularly as he does, and I did, you're going to miss some, and you might have a patch where you miss a couple because of the level of goalkeeper, the pressure situation. It was not normal actually that Jorginho had such a great record. That made him sort of unique and stand out. So I've got no worries with his confidence, and he shouldn't have any lack of confidence for it. So yeah, I'm not concerned about that at all. I'll speak to him about it myself. Hakim Ziyech, yeah, I mean, I think to have, when we brought Hakim into the club, it's because I'd watched him a lot and we'd played against him the year before, and I knew his qualities that he can play as a winger that gives us real width, but also gives us the clever movements when he comes off the line and can really produce important passes, assist kind of passes or break the line passes that he takes on that maybe other players don't. So he brings us something certainly utterly different to what we have in terms of style, and the real glimpses, and more than glimpses, that he showed last night are really positive signs. Maybe there's Jesse knows the feeling of American managers and coaches that travel into Europe, and so maybe he has feelings I don't have. I get that, but one thing I did have was I played in America for 18 months, and I would never not underestimate the desire that American soccer players have, football players, to learn and improve and take on information and understand the technical side of the game. So when you have that, which Christian has, and you have incredible talent, it was never in doubt for me. My only thing is I coach in the Premier League and I played here for nearly 20 years. So I understand the rigours of it. And I suppose that probably brings me on to Christian's development last year. It would have been, it's clearly the toughest league in the world to come and play at a young age from a different league. And it's not just Christian that would have felt that in those early stages, but some of the greatest players in the Premier League history, whether they came from America or from Europe or anywhere in the world, have felt that. What Christian did was find his feet very quickly and have a breakthrough season in the Premier League where he produced more goals and assists than he's produced. So I thought his performance last year was massively impressive on his own. He will get better and better because he's a young player, and I never doubted it in the first place. And that's not me jumping on Jesse, because I think there's probably a bigger issue there with American players. I don't want to comment on that, he can feel that one himself. But as a manager, I never doubted Christian, and it's important for me to put that straight, actually, more for Christian than anything.